It's Thursday night. My ceremony is tomorrow at 10 a.m. and I feel amazing. I thought maybe I would, like, as the ceremony got closer, I would feel more fear or anxiety or doubt. And when I think about it, there's a little part of me that knows that sometimes it's uncomfortable. It's a lot, it's like a little bit of overwhelm, but it's also so worth it. Like, there's no part of me that's having second thoughts about this. I'm like, I'm ready. And I had a ceremony, my first ever ceremony. Like, I had done mushrooms plenty of times before, not a ceremony setting. My first actual ceremony, this is the way that I felt. And it was the most beautiful experience. I just felt like this is it. This is the next step. And I felt that assurance within myself and that trust that I was doing the right thing with the right person and the right setting and with the right intentions. And that's how I feel this time. So I'm just really excited to see what happens, even if nothing really happens. And that's also possible. But I'm not attached to any outcomes. And my intention, though, is just to have a deeper connection with God. Even saying that word is a little bit funny for me, but my first DMT ceremony, I felt the divine presence of God. And when I went into it, I didn't even like the word. When I came out of it, I go, oh, for me, having felt that, there's no other word now. Like, source didn't cut it, the universe didn't cut it. Creator, I mean, maybe creator. That kind of is similar. Yeah, I just have full trust and full faith. And I'm like, tomorrow's going to be amazing. My friend Maddie also said something too, because we were talking about just everything and like going into it. And I was like, maybe some stuff will come up from my past relationship, like maybe, or maybe fears of the future or some unprocessed trauma. And she was like, dude, just have fun. She was like, just let it be light. Just have the best time ever. And if that stuff comes up, you can just don't not resist it and enjoy it or not enjoy it, but just allow it. Just accept and allow and work through it. She's like, but just just be light. And I was like, dude, yes. That's exactly what I needed to hear because that's exactly what it can be. It can also just be that. So whatever it is, I'm cool with it. I'm like, God, what's up? Want to chat with you, want to experience you, show me whatever I need to see. And that's it. So I'm just beyond grateful right now for everything in my life and the way that it's unfolding. And even in all of its messiness and uncertainty, I'm like, I got this because I got me. Like, that self trust has never been stronger. And that's it. Good morning, friends. It's ceremony day, and I'll be going over there at 10 a.m. It's like 8 right now. I am not having any fears that are coming up, but I did wake up and my nervous system felt a little dysregulated. Like, I woke up and my heart was kind of fluttering and almost that sense of, oh, I had too much caffeine, but obviously I just woken up, which is totally normal. I think whether it's a thought, like thoughts that come through, or just a feeling in your body when something big is about to happen, it's totally normal for energy to come through. I think the key is not grabbing it and creating stories around it that, like, oh, this is bad, this is not good, I have anxiety. Like, none of that. You don't need to do that. It's okay if you do, but for me, I just go, oh, there's some energy in my body. How do I want to alchemize this? And right now I have my feet in the grass, and I did a little bit of breath work when I woke up, but only a couple rounds. But I'm going to do some more breath work and journal a little bit more because I just wrote some gratitude, what I'm noticing. But I'll see if anything comes through when I journal, and just get ready and freaking enjoy it. Gotta have cozy vibes. Sandals and socks are the move, just saying. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, we'll start and I'll do a Kapal cleansing of you and your field. When that's done, we'll come over here and all of us together will bless the medicine. That'll be your time to kind of like, if you want to go out back and sit in the sun, sit at the fire pit, sit out front. There's seating out there. You can sit in here. You can go upstairs. Kind of dealer's choice on that while you take the medicine. If you remember, your dose is just over 3 grams. It's somewhere between 3 and 3.5 grams.
Okay.
And so it's going to require a little bit more of the tea. So you'll have a little bit more lip volume in your cup.
Okay.
But take your time with it. Yeah, and so once the medicine's done, we'll all together go upstairs. The other part that we're going to try that I thought would be really special that came through this morning was not only are you going to wear these, but you're going to listen to your own breath work. Because I want you to connect with you. So you're going to listen to your nirvana breath work.
Okay.
And that's the breath work you're going to do while I work.
Yeah.
And when that's done, I'm going to play the Healing Jaguar playlist. That'll be playing while you're, that'll also be an opportunity when the breath work and when that breath work and meditation is over, when yours is complete, there will be an opportunity for you to rise if you want to take another dose. Mm-hmm. It's not required. In fact, most people don't. Okay. But I'll have one available for you if you'd like to. And if you take a dose or if you don't, it's still going to be the time to lay down, headphones on, playlist goes. And you know this drill. You're down until you're called to get up. And then what happens after that, no one knows. You might want to go outside, you might want to eat, you might want to sit, you might want to chat, you might want to be alone. All these things are, you might want to play music. Mm-hmm. All these things are appropriate, as you know. So we'll see where it goes from there. But that's essentially what the process is going to look like.
Okay.
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready.
May this smoke go where my hands and eyes cannot. May it move through the field and the body. May it clear what is false. May it loosen what is heavy. May it reveal what is not hers to carry. By the authority of the divine, I ask that all distortion, stagnation, all fear that does not belong, all cords, all residue, all confusion, all interference, and all energies not in right relationship with truth be lifted now. Only what serves the highest good may remain. And so it is. I hope. There's just so much chocolate in there.
Chocolate. I remember when they invented chocolate.
May you be blessed in this room. May you remain clean in your purpose. May you go only where you are meant to go. Now you may just take your medicine.
I already feel like I did.
However and whenever you feel comfortable, you can go outside, you can sit in here, you can sit down right where you are, you can go out front.
No, outside sounds nice. Let's go outside. I already feel something.
There's also a lot of work done before you got here as well.
Yeah.
You know, we're ready for you, that's for sure.
Oh, that's good.
I'm just going to say it, but on this video, there's a light beam shining right on you.
Oh, wow.
From Gina, I don't know what's happening right now.
I'm so glad you're here.
I know, me too.
Come into this body. Come into this breath. Come into this medicine. Come into this field. And come into this work. Let this room be sealed in holy order. Let everything false, manipulative, invasive, distorted, or not of you be cast out now and held outside this field.
So I'm going to give you context while I'm editing this. So we go into the room. First, Hudson is praying over me and blessing the space. I can hear him. I'm breathing. It started to feel overwhelming, like a lot of energy, which is very common for a mushroom ceremony. But luckily, I've been doing breath work for 3 years. So I know how to alchemize that energy in real time. So I'm anchoring myself. I'm breathing. He's doing that. And then after the prayer, he gives me headphones, really good noise canceling, an eye mask. And so now I'm in my own little cocoon, my own world. Mind you, I cannot tell when Hudson was working over me. Didn't know, couldn't see him. I couldn't even feel his presence because I was just in my own thing. And the beginning of this, what you'll see is what I perceive as trauma leaving my body. Trauma is just stored, stuck energy in the body. Emotion is energy in motion, right? So you can process trauma by reliving or refeeling that emotion and then alchemizing it through the breath, through speaking, through crying, through yelling in the woods, whatever, screaming into a pillow. It can also just leave your body in a very pleasant way through the breath and through movement. And so it started with my feet, then it moved up to my knees, then I felt it in my hips. I was literally like twerking while I'm laying down. And at the beginning, actually, my head felt like it got taken over. It was like moving itself. I was like, what's happening? But it didn't scare me. I just felt like, okay, my body is being activated by something right now. And then you'll see what happens next. Now, at this point, you might be like, what the fuck is happening? Hudson has a very divine channel, and I've been present the whole time. Like I literally saw the first time it was activated within him a few years ago, and I've watched the entire evolution and integration of it. And I can't really explain what's happening, but there is some divine beings that work through Hudson. Hudson is like half conscious. Like sometimes he remembers what happens and sometimes he doesn't remember what's happening. And whatever he does something. Like every time that he's worked on me, the sensations, his hand is either it feels like a magnet, like ice cold and really hot at the same time. I always feel some kind of energetic release or an upgrade after. I've only had really beautiful experiences with Hudson. And so, even though this might look very different or weird or even insane to some people, and it was to me at first. I was like, are we just on drugs or something? Like, did we just, is this the medicine? But it's happened so many times without any medicine. And I can feel such a difference that like even my logical mind can't deny what's happening. So I just fully surrender to the whole thing and trust Hudson with literally every cell in my body. And now we'll cue the laughter. It felt like the last little bit of trauma left my body. And you know, when you get to the end of a toothpaste and you just squeeze the last little bit, that's what happened, I think. And then after that, the whole rest of the experience felt like I was at an amusement park or at the fair, riding rides. Like, you know, when you go on a crazy ride and all you can do is laugh and be in pure bliss? That was the rest of my ceremony. So just enjoy the ridiculousness of what's to come.
You're just acting
It's like a ride.
Yeah, you're like,
It's on the
just
greatest.
watch. I know.
It's like an amusement park where you're going like this. Right? It's like just shaman looking, Jesus looking dude. Just like, let's play. We're like, okay. Back to the fair. It's like an amusement park.
So I was in the room for maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours. And then I go outside, laugh by myself. I cold plunge. I'm hysterically laughing at the cold plunge. I'm playing in the grass, playing with the bugs, cracking myself up, rolling on the floor, laughing in the living room. And Hudson and Rochelle are just kind of being there with me, laughing at me laughing. And there was one hard moment where like Justin and I separated, and I felt like a little bit of, oh, I don't want him to hurt. I don't want his heart to hurt. And I felt bad about that. Like I did something wrong, but I didn't do anything wrong. And so there was like 30 minutes of that towards the end, and Hudson just kind of talked to me and was like, dude, you're just living your life. Like just live life. And I was like, I am. And I found some peace. I allowed myself to feel it. I cried, and then back to like, okay, this is the best life ever. And I'm so excited to just live it.
Oh my God. Really have a time. What to do? Like nothing.
Nothing to do. That's the beautiful part. Thank you for the lessons today. That's beautiful. Yeah.
Okay, I think that's it. That was so good.
Bye, friends.
Bye. Every one of us.
How swollen are my eyes still?
You look great, though. You're radiating.
I feel amazing.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you are hysterically laughing for 3 hours. Ah, what a beautiful life.
Yeah.
I'm just so, like, all of the tears were just gratitude.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it could just be this easy.
Yeah.
It
You really
could just
can.
be this fun.
But you know what? You deserve this.
Thanks, Sarah.
You deserve all the love and all the light.
You're so great. You're so great.
You're so good.
I love you.
I'm just marrying you. I love you.
Well, guys, I'm not going to do a super long recap because you got to see the whole ceremony. It was just the most hands down, most beautiful experience. I honestly didn't know what was going to come up, and it did feel like a little bit of trauma left my body, but it was easy. Didn't really have to re experience any of those emotions. And really, it was just 3 to 4 hours of hysterical laughter and play. It felt like I just went to an amusement park or a fair and was riding rides the whole time. And I just have to shout out Hudson for curating the most loving space and Rochelle for co facilitating, hands down, like the best ceremony ever. So if you're interested in doing a mushroom ceremony, definitely reach out to Hudson. I'll leave his information in the description. And if you have any questions, you can drop them in the comments or reach out to me directly. If you're watching this on YouTube, go message me on Instagram actually, because I'll respond way faster. It's at the real Gina Marie with 2 E's. And Hudson's is the Texas Shaman. So, what a beautiful life. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, so today's really just about making sure you're, clear, informed, and grounded before Friday, right? And just preparing and leading up to that. Are you at a point where you're coming in with any specific intentions?
I just want a deeper connection.
So really, we just want to understand like the medicine component, right? Because sometimes the medicine can be very powerful and obvious, and sometimes it's quiet and not as obvious, but sometimes the deepest work is simply learning how to stay present, allow that discomfort, right? And so we just don't want to force anything. You want a deeper connection. Is there a chance that that's what your mind wants and that's actually not what Gina needs right now, so you get something completely different in ceremony? Absolutely, that's on the table. So just being open to whatever comes and allowing it is the biggest message there. Prep is part of ceremony, and I'm sure you understand that. But what we want that to look like this week is we want to start kind of phasing out density from a food perspective. I think you kind of do this naturally, but as we get closer to Friday, definitely by Wednesday, no more red meat after Wednesday. If you're really seeking that protein, chicken, fish, eggs, those sorts of things. Make sure you're getting lots of fruit because we want you to be well hydrated on ceremony day. And you of all people know that hydration on Friday starts on Wednesday. So just want to make sure we're getting that fruit in, electrolytes, water, all those sorts of things. Like I said, I think you kind of do this naturally. From what I can tell, you eat pretty clean. But we just want to get that dense stuff out. And then I find out tomorrow how long I'm going to fast. I'll also ask, that's when I start. My ritual starts tomorrow. So that's when I'll start asking about like which sound bowls to be in the room, how much, what the recommended dose of the medicine is, how long I should fast. If you should definitely fast, but if I should fast and for how long and things like that.
Mhm.
So as soon as I know, like, hey, here's what the recommended dose is, I can let you know because I know you talked about maybe wanting to do a higher dose.
Mhm.
So we can talk about that when that comes up. But I would say if we're doing Friday at 10 a.m., then an early breakfast Thursday is probably the last time we'd want you eating. Prep is not just consumption of food and water. Okay. It's we consume with all of our senses. We consume with our eyes, our ears, our skin, what we put on our skin, what we put in our mouths, what we watch on Instagram, what we watch on YouTube, the music we listen to, what we touch, what we look at. Are we looking outside all day? Are we looking at screens all day? That sort of stuff. So just conscious consumerism this week. We want to try to get quiet. We want to try to get light so that we can get still.
Mhm.
And so all ways you can do that. As much time you can spend this week being bored would be
Mhm.
wonderful, right?
Mhm.
Just literally going outside, and can you be outside for an hour without your phone? And I don't mean set your phone next to you and be good about not touching it. I mean, leave the phone in the house
Mhm.
and go for a walk. Take Wubs out for a walk without your phone.
Mhm.
So just as much time with Gina away from devices, mindful about what's going on your skin, mindful about like, don't spray any perfume this week. Try to
Mhm.
stay away from other people. Watch your external environment as well, not just your internal. So all those ways where we can really start to get quiet and clear the field, the better. And I think that the more love and intention and presence we can give those things and actually put some weight behind them, the more powerful ceremony day becomes in whichever way it needs to be. So ceremony definitely begins when you arrive, but it's just as important what we do between now and then. Fear, okay? You know as well as anybody, your mind's going to start going this week, right? It's going to start trying to figure out ways why you shouldn't do this. Maybe you're too busy. I don't need to do mushrooms right now. You know, all that stuff's going to come up. And so what we can do is normalize that kind of fear because it's part of being a human, but without like romanticizing it, right? Because fear often shows up right before surrender. Funny how that happens. But that doesn't mean we stop, right? It doesn't mean we force our way through either. Like a phrase I use all the time is, I'm not going to hit the gas, but I'm not going to hit the brakes. I'm just going to go, right? So it means notice it, stay honest, and stay in relationship with what's happening. So maybe that fear's already started. Sometimes it can start right when you agree to do it. It already starts sometimes. But it's totally okay. There's ways, I think you know of plenty of ways to come back to your body. You can feel your feet, do a long, slow exhale, hand on your chest. You can name some things in the room just to, reorientate yourself back to the body. You can ask yourself for support, your oversoul. God, you can ask for help, but try not to give that too much. Like I said, let's not romanticize it. Just know it's normal. It's going to happen. And there's a way to kind of move through it without allowing it to, um, hey, actually, let's cancel. And it's totally appropriate if you do that. Because listen, if you're supposed to do this, you're going to do it. That's how I feel about it. But there's also a way where you can move through that fear without allowing it to kind of guide you. People think that they need to feel really good on ceremony day. And it's just not the case, right? You might wake up frazzled and just already in your head and all those things on ceremony day. Again, it's very common and it's also normal. So you don't need to arrive polished. Just need you to arrive open and honest. Okay. The next couple days and up to Friday don't have to be complicated. Yeah, we want you watching and being mindful, but really all I'm asking you to do is just try to become more aware this week and try to love yourself as much as possible this week. Spend time with yourself this week. Connect with Gina this week, and Friday will take care of itself.